Hi guys, welcome back. So my anniversary is tomorrow, which poor planning because tomorrow's Super Bowl, but I thought I would show you a tutorial using mostly all Birchbox products that I have received or bought through Birchbox and kind of show you how I plan on wearing my makeup when we do celebrate our anniversary, because we're not doing it tomorrow because tomorrow we're having a big Super Bowl party. If you have not checked out the two recipes that I have shown you earlier this week and last week on quick ideas for things to make for a Super Bowl party, go ahead and check those out. I will link to them in the description box. And if you're interested in seeing how I created this look, then keep watching. I'm going to start everything off by using the Jouer Matte Moisture Tint in the color Nude. This stuff is super pigmented and has a really good coverage for a tinted moisturizer. And to blend this all together, I'm going to use a beauty blender. If you don't have one of these, you totally should. If you're interested in a review on this versus the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, I'll leave a link in the description box below. It's totally worth every penny. And you got to keep your lips moisturized. This is the Dr. Lipp's Nipple Balm for Lips. This stuff is insanely good. I've been using it all winter long and cannot compare to anything else. Then to have a base for my eyeshadow, I'm going to use the Cool Lids Cream Shadow by Laura Geller in the color Silver Sands and my full exposure palette. This palette does not get enough praise. So I'm going to kind of use a mix of colors. I'm going to start with the peachy color, which is M3. And then I'm going to put that all the way through the crease, blending upwards. It's going to be like our transition shade. Then I'm going to use a Beauty Blender detailer brush. These brushes are amazing. Seriously, get your hands on them if you can. I'm going to use, I believe it's M6. Why don't people name things? I need to go through and actually label all these names because I've only labeled a couple of them. Anyway, so I'm going to place that just below where I placed the last color, blending upwards. And then I'm also going to flick it out just slightly to kind of make a softened cut crease type look. I'm just going to keep adding color until I get the depth that I'm looking for. It is so crazy blizzardy outside today. I can't even tell you. It's awesome. Today, by the way, total snow day, which is why I'm filming a bunch of videos today. It's the best day ever. This image does not even do the blizzard justice. It's been nuts. Anyway, so moving on, I'm going to use the Visanti Kajal Extreme Rose Gold Eyeliner. Can we stop calling things that are just light pink and rosy rose gold? Anyway, so I'm going to place this on top of my eyelid, just the mobile part of the lid. It's going to be a base for our more shimmery color because these shimmers tend to be a little more on the chunky side. So in order to stop any fall down and keep them in place, I'm just going to go ahead and place it all over my lid, and then I'm just going to blend out the top edge with a brush just a little bit. And next I'm going to add on some of the shadow, and the shadow I'm going to use is S4, also from the Full Exposure palette, and I'm just going to pack that directly onto the lid, and again just blend out any rough edges that I might see so that everything looks like it blends together perfectly. Next, it is on to some eyeliner. The eyeliner that I'm using is the Sumita Contrast Eye Pencil, and it is in the color Deep Purple. I've used this liner a lot, and it's almost empty, which is totally depressing. What I'm going to do is just take it from the outer corners and wing it out a little bit, and just putting it on the outer maybe third of the lash line. Then I'm going to take a brush, and this is also from the Detailer set from Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to soften those harsh lines that you end up getting with a when you use a pencil as a liner. Take the same liner and just put it on my inner waterlines, both top and bottom, not going all the way to the inner corner on my lower waterline. So next is on to brows. Now here I have the Anastasia Dipbrow. Unfortunately, the color is not perfect for me. So I've taken some of the Anastasia Taupe in addition to the NYX
Brow Gel in Espresso. For this, I'm going to use my Real Techniques brow pencil. No, that's a brow brush. And I'm going to use that because you can crimp the edges together to give you a super, super fine line. And that is just perfect for a cream product. So I'm going to mix the two colors in the lid, and then I'm just going to squeeze the head of the brush together to get a fine line and go ahead and apply it to my brows as necessary. One of my brows is worse than the other, but they are getting better thanks to the Benefit Brow Bar at Ulta. Seriously, don't know what she did, but she's amazing. To brush those brows through with a little bit of a brow brush just so that it doesn't quite look so harsh and drawn on. Next, it is on to some concealer. Now, this is not from Birchbox. It is the L'Oreal True Match in the color 123 Neutral, and I have just put it down in a triangle to kind of brighten and highlight underneath my eyes, and I'm just going to blend that through with my beauty blender. Seriously, this blender is amazing. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend out any harsh lines and kind of meld it in with my foundation that I've applied, using the pointy side to kind of carve out the wing a little bit more, make it a little cleaner. Can't forget to highlight those cheekbones, and to do that I'm going to use the Benefit What's Up, which is an amazing cream highlighter. I'm going to put that both on the tops of my cheekbones and through my brow bone, and it really is kind of like the perfect color for highlighting. No joke. And the best way to blend this through is just with a finger. The warmth of your hands will kind of melt it into your skin, and it just works out so much better than trying to use a brush or any other sponges or anything. So just go ahead and blend that through with your fingers, and then we're going to move on to some eyeliner. And this is just the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in the color Trooper. This is amazing because instead of a felt tip, it has a pen tip. So all those little tiny brushes keep their shape and don't tug onto your eyelashes. So I'm just going to follow the wing that I had done earlier and just darken out the underneath line of it. Make sure that your lines are nice and sharp and pretty and perfect, and if you need to use a Q-tip, it really helps, and you can always touch up everything later. Now on to some mascara. This is the Mirenesse iCurl, and I did get this from Birchbox, and this stuff is pretty awesome. It doesn't give you a whole lot of volume or length, but it's just kind of a nice everyday mascara, and it does hold a curl pretty well. So the one downfall is it is super, super hard to get off, and it sucks when you poke yourself and kind of ruin your mascara. Luckily, a little Q-tip and you're fixed. So from there, our eyes are all done. Woohoo! Now back onto the skin. I'm just going to take a little bit of powder. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in the color Translucent or Transparent. I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes and then onto some contouring. We've highlighted, now it's time to contour. And I'm going to use another Beauty Blender detailer brush and some of the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Matte Bronzing Powder. Now, this is kind of just a dark enough shade to lightly contour. If I wanted to go for some crazy heavy contouring, I would be using probably the regular Chocolate Soleil. But this is perfect for just a light contour, not like, holy cow, I need new cheekbones. So I'm just going to put that just underneath where I put the highlighter, not underneath my cheekbone, but like right at my cheekbone so that they look a little lifted. And then I'm also going to carve out underneath my chin since I have a super round face, and also just at my forehead a little bit. And I'm going to do that on both sides, and holy cow, the difference is crazy.
I love this song. It reminds me of Disney, and if any of my friends are watching from when we worked there, does this not just the epitome of Disney for you? It makes me so sad that this is not the parade song anymore.
You guys have seen this before. This is one of my favorites. It's by Charlotte Ronson. It is the 3 Times the Charm, and I'm just using the blush in this. It's very similar to the color Orgasm from NARS. Just kind of that nice peachy pink color. And then all that's left is lips. Now this is the Rimmel lip liner in Shimmery Mauve, I think is the name of it. It's not shimmery, but it is the perfect mauve. So I'm just going to line the outside of my lips, top and bottom, and then just fill in my outer corners of my lips. And then it's moving on to some lipstick. Only this is not a lipstick. It is the Lip Locked by Manna Kadar. And this stuff is awesome. I was shocked. I'm not usually a huge fan of liquid lipsticks, but this is so comfortable to wear. Not super long wearing, but long enough. And it's just such a pretty color. And that's it. Pretty much a perfect look for both Valentine's Day or an anniversary, whatever you've got going on.
So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you have thoroughly enjoyed that tutorial. Don't forget to give it a big ol' thumbs up if you did. And if you have any requests for any videos for me to do, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comments below so that I know to make those. I have recently gotten requests for how I make pizza at home, also how my setup is. So I will go ahead and be filming those coming up here soon. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye! You don't want to miss out on my here and now. Just show me the reason why. Here's your chance, let it out. Everything you do, celebrate you.